Hey guys, what's going on? I hope everyone's having a great Christmas. Well, great Christmas Eve. I'm just here again. Yeah. Well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, one of the things that I wanted to kind of attack today is the humongous dichotomy between the Superman film by James Gunn that's coming out in the summer of 2025 and the Batman movie that came out about 2 years ago. I believe in 2022, 2021, directed by Matt Reeves. I needed to speak on this. I just needed to say something real quick and share my thoughts on this. One of the main things was that I find problematic with a lot of people is that a lot of you guys seem to have this humongous, ignorant view on things. And I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be brash, I'm just being honest. What I mean is this: when that film came out, or rather before it came out, a lot of people were okay with the fact that Robert Pattinson didn't necessarily work out or didn't necessarily take steroids, I believe, any supplements to bulk up for the role. And I do remember distinctively Matt Reeves saying that he basically wanted everyone to understand that he wasn't going to be a huge, bulking, strong, powerful, you know, Batman. And that he was going to be slim and that we were going to have to deal with the fact that he's a slim Batman. And that's okay. But the problem comes in where people were perfectly fine with that, but on the same note, very mad about David Cornsweat's Superman not necessarily being visibly, muscular. Like it's not a huge problem that Robert Pattinson's he wasn't, muscular and it was visible. Everyone was okay with that. But for some reason, I see a lot of people, both videos and comments alike, saying that they can't tell that David Cornsweat worked out, that the suit looks horrendous or that it looks terrible. I'm not sure how small or large a minority of the people saying this are. I don't know how big or small the minority is, but it seems to be a minority that is repeating and regurgitating the same rhetoric again and again and again and again. And my biggest issue is this: if you don't like Superman, don't watch it. Don't see the film. If you don't like, the colorfulness of what Superman represents, then don't see the film. Just don't. Don't even speak on it. And I say this because I've seen people, again, both videos and comments alike, again, saying that the Superman suit for this new film is too colorful. It's too bright. I can't believe that we have reached such an incredible level of ignorance in our society today that people are actually complaining that Superman's suit and that the film itself in this teaser trailer looks bright. Where have we went wrong? Because it seems like we have reached yet again another plateau. And by plateau, I'm talking another low. You people that are saying that literally need to find a way to just shut the fuck up. That's as blunt and as blatant as I could put it. Y'all got to shut the fuck up. In all honesty, and again, excuse me for my vulgar language, but I cannot take the ignorance. Why is it when it comes to anime? Let me use that for an example. When it comes to Dragon Ball Z, the new game that just came out, I believe it's called Sparking Zero. People seem to be perfectly fine with playing the same game that has the same characters that look the same way and do the same thing they did in other games. The same Kamehamehas, the same charging up and going Super Saiyan. It's the same level of fun for you guys with the same type of characters for you guys, doing the same things that they've always done, both in cartoons and video games and MAGAs for you guys. Like, it's the same thing, but yet nobody complains. Nobody complains. Why? Because the narrative is to like that. You guys like a culture that's not even yours. Japan is cool as fuck, but most Japanese people don't like Americans. Most Japanese people don't really understand us, nor do they really care for us, and that's okay. They don't have to. I respect Japanese people and Japanese culture greatly, but I'm talking about the weebles out there. And by weebles, I mean the men and women, both very obsessed with the anime culture. You guys have no problem liking the same type of game that has the same type of fucking story, the same type of rhetoric and outcome that it does and has had since its dawn of creation. But for some odd reason, when it comes to Superman, we got to criticize the fact that he has trunks on the outside of his fucking suit. You guys do know that in his debut in 1938, he was wearing trunks on the outside of his suit, correct? Please tell me that you guys know this. Because I see a lot of videos and comments of people saying that they are always reading comic books. They're always referring back to the comic books. They're always going back to the comic books. They're always reading them, and then they know about them. And every time I see a comment, oh, well, Moon Knight, he may not look strong here, but in the comics, he's a beast. So if you guys read the comics as you say that you do, how come you are complaining about the fact that he has trunks in the outside of his suit like he does in the comic books? Where is this, ignorance coming from? And I go back to my question with Batman. I go back to the same thing. You guys did not have a problem with Batman at all. The only complaints that I've heard was that the story moved a little slow at times, and that the movie was, quote unquote, too dark, but it wasn't a big enough complaint for people to say, I'm not going to see this movie. People are actively saying that because of the fact that this film looks bright, because of Superman's suit, which is comic accurate, is bright and colorful, they're not going to see the film. I mean, again, where did this, or where has this level of ignorance spawned from? And let me refer to the S on his chest in this new film. A lot of people are saying they don't like it. Again, to those people specifically, that S on his chest is comic accurate. Yes. It was created by Alex Ross, who is the artist for the Kingdom Come comic book. If anybody knows about DC, they know about the Kingdom Come comic book. Again, you guys say you read comic books, but yet you're sitting here complaining about things that are comic accurate. I digress. That's all I have to share for now. I'll have more coming out soon. I'll talk to you guys in a little while. Peace.